All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house, and I'm in the house with something beauty. This is Blade HQ exclusive for Chris Reeve knives, large Sebenza 31. Look at that nice millet clip with carbon fiber inlay installed. But anyways, we are here to check it out, clean it up. I mean, it's gonna be pretty clean, but just want to show you how it's done. I'm gonna use this. Guys, right over here, my favorite tool. This is the Cyber tool from Shirogorov. You can angle it 90 degrees or 60 for more torque, but anyways, we're here to take this guy apart. So let's just start, for example, we can start just by unscrewing the pivot, like so. In this case, you know, I'm just gonna open it up all the way, but you don't really need to. If you just want to do a quick cleanup, I'm going to do a thorough cleanup, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be a little bit longer, but still, I just want to show you, there you go, very snug fit for the, oh, look at that. So I'm just going to push these guys out. Let's see, very gently, and there is one. This guy over here, just gonna release the tension on the lock bar and just try to push it gently. No, that's fine. Let's see the pivot. Yeah, the pivot comes out, so that is fine. There you go. So we can just gently, right, pull the blade out. We got this. All right, yeah. Here you go. Wow. This is nicely dialed in. Let's see. Anyways, scales are out. This fella is pretty tight. Right? That's interesting. So, yeah. All right. I mean, just it's not gonna hurt. Anyways, I'm just gonna grab this alcohol swab right over here, and I'm gonna clean the already clean inside of these scales. If you see the this kind of code like B21, it means that's made in the second quarter AB of 2021. So you have the date of the scale, which should match pretty much. Sometimes it doesn't, you know, but should be in the range of your birthday card in the box. But yeah, I mean, sometimes, of course, they can use parts made a little bit before. So here, just gonna clean a little bit of the blade right over here. Just removing these these washers. No, not bearings. Cleaning this blade a little bit like that. So here you go. Very, very nice hollow grind, guys. S45V, and still it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this guy for the perforated washers, which are very, very useful to collect the grease. I'm just gonna use the fluorinated grease that Chris Reeve is supplying. You can use other lube, like frog lube is good too. This is, yeah, I needed a little bit of cleanup, this bushing pivot. That's pretty cool. And let's do the inside like so. Very nice. All right, now we are at the point that we're gonna put this guy back together. So let's just start by the back right over here. The stop pin is, the lanyard pin is right there. And then you just don't, just keep this pivot side and just install the standoff. Here you go. Right, just put the scale, the top of the scale on and back with your screws. This time you just don't, just a little bit, don't go all the way down, right? We just want the scales together a little bit loose. All right, like so. a little bit of play, it's fine. Then just put the scale aside. You get these two pieces. You grab, just leave them there. You grab the bushing pivot, which is gonna go like so, right? You have two, of course, washers. One is gonna go on one side, the other is gonna go on the other side. You got the fluorinated grease they provide, and give it a little bit of shake, because sometimes there's some water like coming out, and you want this to be coming out as a white paste like so, and then the washer goes on top, and then I'm just gonna add like a little, just a tiny touch, you know, just like so, right, inside these perforations. So that's going to be the reserve for the grease right over there. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, like that, just a little bit. And then this fella is going to be on top, like so. And then just, oops, that's plenty, all right? That is enough so this guy can go, all right? So like that. Now, check it out. You have one washer, one per side, the blade and the barrel. So just pinch that so that everything kind of lines up. This one you can just like spread around like so. But the thing is that the, as you can see, it has to be flush. Everything flush so that you can just slide like this thing, like so, you see? It just slides in because the tolerances are so good. So you just center this thing, all right? And just leave it there. You're gonna have this guy right over here, okay? Which you can just insert right from that side. So check that everything is pinched. And then you can grab this screw, the pivot screw, oops, like that. It's gonna be easy. And then you just start a little bit and don't tighten this yet. So you are now with a loose scale, loose everything, right? Keep the blade open, right? Keep that pivot for last. Make sure that everything is lined up in place, right? I'm just gonna do the pivot actually just a little bit more. It was a little bit too loose, right? So let's do like that, and then, okay, so that's loose. Then I'm just gonna press this scale up and this scale down, like with the thumb up, close a little bit, and with the index down, right? I'm just gonna apply pressure and just gonna start from this one. This helps like reducing the lockup percentage a little bit. In the Sebenza 21, it's a little trick that does it a little bit. So here I gotta have to push it from the back, like so, right? So we got a perfectly centered blade. We don't have any blade play. Let's double check everything is tight. Okay. Another little trick, guys, that it can help if you have a rattling lanyard pin, is just add a little bit, like a tiny drop of oil right over there. It's just gonna stop. That's a little trick. Oof, this is smooth. It still has to be broken in, but guys, this is how you maintain a large Sebenza 31 Blade HQ exclusive. There you have it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned.